show Lunch Break. On this show, we will be discussing all things from a female perspective. I'm Hayley, this is Lauren, this is Becky, and this is Laura. On this show, we will be discussing all things Halloween. And first of all, what is everyone's best and worst experiences of Halloween?
I think the worst thing about Halloween is kind of, do you know, if you go out and you really look forward to it, you get ready all together and make a massive effort, but then you're queuing for so long to get in the clubs. Do you not just find that really annoying?
Yeah, definitely. A bit boring, isn't it?
Yeah, it just like puts a downer on the night, but yeah, and the worst thing that's ever happened is somebody had like a fake hand and it looked really, it was absolutely disgusting and he slapped me around the face with it. So I was really upset by that, but you know, that's what goes on in Preston, isn't it?
I think Laura should discuss some of her Halloween outfits. Halloween antics.
Some interesting Halloween outfits.
I'm not like a massive fan of Halloween. Like I prefer to just go out looking nice rather than go out in fancy dress. So these days, but when I was younger, I was well into it. I went as a witch most of the time. I remember wearing like some of my mum's shoes. And my mum's she still is taller than me, so back then she was massive in comparison, and obviously she's still bigger. I've never outgrown her. Anyway, the point is the shoes were really big, and I remember like tottering around in these really big shoes down the street when I had like size 3s and she had like size 8s.
Were you stuffing tissue down the front of them?
I possibly did, and I used to go alone with just me and my dad. I don't know why my brother wasn't there, but I specifically just remember me going. I had no friends, just me and my dad. My dad has always been sort of quite critical to. No, is critical the right word? He's been essential to Halloween. He's an amateur actor, so he has like the attic is full of fancy dress clothes and makeup and stuff. So he's the one that like sorts us all out with our makeup and costumes and things. And I was saying before, he used to blindfold us and make us like, he would just like carve holes in oranges and make us put our fingers in, but say that we were like putting our fingers in someone's nostril and like reaching up to their brains and stuff like the Egyptians did, and sort of these creative ideas. So I sort of missed that. But
what are you all doing this year for Halloween?
Well, I'm having a Halloween party. You're all invited.
Oh,
we're both having one. Well, we'll just see whose is better then on the night. Everyone's welcome. Yeah, well, personally, my favourite Halloween outfit has to be the cat. I think it's quite simple, quite classic, you know.
Do you not find that some girls take advantage of the cat outfit?
I don't really think that's Halloween.
The black cat?
Yeah,
it's
no,
quite...
like a cat. It can't be the best outfit.
Well, it's my favourite, personally, because it doesn't take too much, you know, there's not much blood involved.
I won't have a fight over this.
But do you not think that people kind of take Halloween, like say in America they make it such a massive thing and they all look good or whatever, except for on like Mean Girls where they're all dressed up as bunnies. Do you not think that's what Halloween is turning into now? It's more to do with looking nice and sexy rather than scary and actually putting effort into your outfit.
it's quite interesting actually. It's sort of like a little bit of a weird genre of like erotica, like people enjoy it in like a sexy, like a
50 Shades
sexy
over
dead
it.
thing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
why does
yeah,
that
I know
excite
what you
people
mean.
so much?
I don't know.
Just disguises their true selves, doesn't it?
And like people go as like anything, like it doesn't even have to be Halloween related anymore.
Yeah,
Like they just dress up. Yeah.
The doctor.
Yeah, like I'm going to a Halloween party and like my friends are going as like cave girls and I was like, it's not really
on Halloween.
yeah, it's not really like Halloween.
What is Halloween to you then, Lauren? You seem to have quite strong.
No, I just think like Halloween, I think it should be more like I don't know, just like traditional like Halloween.
Like when you were a little kid, you
Yeah.
dressed as a
Well,
witch.
no. Well, when I was a little kid, like compared to your like childhood, like my mum used to give me a bin bag. I used to cut off head in it, and then I just used to put like an L on the front of it, and that was like I was a learner witch. And that was like how I used to dress.
Was that
But,
every
yeah.
year then?
It was motion. I know.
About scary films, do you ever watch scary films on Halloween? Is it something you
Not particular. No, not like I don't have like
No.
a tradition to. I guess if I don't love scary films, but I do like the sense of being scared by something.
Really?
Well, that's why people watch them, isn't it? Like the
Yeah.
adrenaline of being a bit scared.
Yeah. I went to see Paranormal Activity last week. It's really not that good. Like, I thought the other ones you'd think, oh, you know, like you get a bit scared and they make you jump and stuff, but that one, if you like scary films, don't go and watch it if you haven't seen it, because it's absolutely terrible. Well, I think it is anyway, that's my personal opinion. Do you wear heels on Halloween?
Yeah.
Would
I
you?
would now.
Depends on my outfit.
Obviously not when I was younger.
Yeah. I don't know whether I wear them or not.
Why would Halloween be different than wearing?
Because, right, for example, this weekend I'm going out for Halloween and like seeing a few friends and stuff and going all out, but I don't think I'm going to wear heels because I'm like a dead, like walking dead little girl kind of thing. So I think I'm just going to put like some big slippers on. But then I think, what if I go out in those and then all the other girls are in heels and I'll just be like this big and everyone else will be that big. So I don't really know what to do. I don't know.
I always find that I feel when you dress up, it's like an excuse not to have to wear heels.
Yeah.
Because most nights, well, every night I go out.
Do you feel an obligation to them when you go out?
Yeah, definitely.
What, you feel like you don't want to wear them?
Well,
No, she feels like she
feel
has
like
to.
Oh,
I
right.
have to wear them. Yeah.
I
And
misunderstood.
I feel I can't dance as much without heels on.
Yeah.
See, I don't notice they're on my feet. Like,
I
I'm,
do.
like, yeah, mine are quite comfortable. Like, I just wear wedges now. Like, I don't wear
A heel,
heels.
well,
Yeah.
what? Chips.
Size heels are people comfortable with, and what do you think is? Do you think girls that are say already really tall, do you think they should wear heels as well? Or
But I think, like, well, my friend's, like, really tall, and whenever she puts heels on, she's always, like, before we go out, she's always like, oh, my God, I'm going to be so tall. And she's, like, taller than, like, most guys in there. So I think, like, tall people are probably, like, self-conscious about it. But, like, maybe
Tend to wear
short,
more kitten heels, don't they?
yeah. But, like, normal people, normal height people, I don't know, like, it's just, like, personal preference. Like, some of my friends don't wear them at all.
Yeah. I
But-
don't know about you, but by the end of the night, I always wish that I hadn't wore them because
Or the
it's
next
so
morning.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
No,
take
the-
your
yeah.
feet
It's
sort of
horrible.
mould
No, the
into
worst
thing.
is when you take them off, like, while you're on the night out, if they get, like, and then when you try and put them on, it's like your foot is, like, inflated by, like, 4 times and it doesn't fit
Yeah,
in.
it's disgusting. It's not good. Sat in the takeaway at the end of the
Yeah.
night, like, oh.
And, like, you end up walking, like, on, like, really dodgily because, like, your feet are that sore.
Yeah.
Sort of hobbly.
And what sort of age do you think people should stop going out at? Do you have a preference?
I think it depends. Like in Preston, I mean, there is quite a good variety for people our age, but I'll go to like say Warehouse and feel pretty old there, and I'm only 22, but it's because there's a lot of 18, 19-year-olds that are sort of quite, because it's not so niche anymore, but it used to be a bit more niche, and so people that were a bit alternative could go there and feel really part of this community sense, because Warehouse like offers that sort of thing. I've sort of lost my point a bit. What was the question? All right, okay. So if there was like a 40-year-old in Warehouse, I'd be like, you're a bit of a loser. If you're in a neighbourhood or a town or a city where there's quite a big variety, I think if you went to Liverpool, there'd be something that could cater for you, like whatever age you were. So
Yeah, it's the same in Manchester.
but in Preston, it's quite a small town, so I think if I saw, you know, 30-year-old men that sort of, or 40-year-old men that, you know, we've talked about before, just like that sit in the corner. You know,
Yeah,
there's definitely something
creeper.
dodgy going on there.
Yeah.
It's not. That's not a normal thing to want to do on your Friday or Saturday.
Even though
night.
there
It's
probably
weird.
isn't anything dodgy about it, you just see it as that, like, because you.
I think, no, I
do
do think, like, some older men do purposely go to, like, clubs
With young
just to
girls.
take advantage, but
Yeah.
I'm not saying, like, every man who's old does that.
Have we ever had any bad experiences then with?
Yeah, I've had a few. bad
Lauren's had some.
No, I don't know, it's just like, I just went into, I know, yeah. Well, I was just out and then there was a load of Asian men, and I'm not saying that in like a racial way or whatever, but like they was like sat at the side of the dance floor, like on their own, like not talking to anyone else, not drinking, just looking at people on the dance floor, and then like approaching girls and just like sort of standing behind them the whole time, and I just thought, I'm not having any of this. So
Lauren doesn't. stand
no.
for that.
So like I just told the bouncers, but like even like the bouncers are aware of like what they're doing, but they have no reason not to let them in a club